Tonight, what the hell is going on? That is the question from California Governor Gavin Newsom after San Jose becomes the site of the 232nd mass shooting in this country this year. 8 lives lost after a gunman opened fire at the city's rail yard. The gunman, we now know, is an employee at that rail yard. According to officials, at about the same time the shooting was unfolding, officials were also called to a fire at the gunman's home. And investigators are still trying to determine if the gunman, who they say took his own life, was trying to do much worse than the devastation he already pulled off. As we speak, teams are going room to room in that facility, now searching for explosives. The 8 people who lost their lives today join the more than 7,500 people who have died from gun violence across this country just this year. That is a 23% uptick in deaths from last year. And this attack adds to the very clear epidemic of mass shootings in the United States. 16 mass shootings now since Friday. California's governor today, he said enough is enough.
It begs the damn question, what the hell's going on in the United States of America? What the hell's wrong with us?
And President Biden ordering flags to be lowered to half staff once again, saying in a statement this evening the following: enough. Once again, I urge Congress to take immediate action and heed the call of the American people, including the vast majority of gun owners, to help end this epidemic of gun violence in America. Every life that is taken by a bullet pierces the soul of our nation. We can and we must do more. Josh Campbell is out front in San Jose, California, with the latest.
An early morning massacre.
We have 8 victims that are pronounced deceased from today's incident from gunshot wounds. We also have 1 suspect who is deceased as well.
Shots rang out around 6:30 a.m. at this sprawling San Jose maintenance yard where commuter rail vehicles were being dispatched in service for the workday. A law enforcement source tells CNN the lone suspect, identified as Sam Cassidy, was an employee.
He was seen at that location working before the shooting. It's clear the victims and all the colleagues there knew the shooter well.
According to the sheriff, Cassidy continued shooting even as police arrived.
I know for sure that when the suspect knew the law enforcement was there, he took his own life. Our deputies were right there at that time.
The sheriff's office says more deadly plans were potentially laid out in advance.
We received information that there are explosive devices that are located inside the building.
Multiple law enforcement agencies, including the bomb squad, are on the scene, beginning what is likely to be a lengthy and extensive investigation.
We're so sorry this event happened. We are there for you.
The head of the Valley Transportation Authority emotional as he tried to comfort the surviving staff.
DTA is a family. People in the organization know everyone. This is a terrible tragedy.
Just 8 miles away, a neighbor took this video of the suspect's home, billowing with smoke in a suspicious blaze. Firefighters responded to the scene at 6:36 a.m., just 2 minutes after the first calls from the shooting at the rail yard came in. Investigators are now on site at both locations, searching for answers, while California's governor has more questions of his own.
What the hell's going on in the United States of America? What the hell's wrong with us?
And Kate, at this hour, that grim task of processing this crime scene continues. Our colleague Wolf Blitzer spoke just a short time ago with the Santa Clara County Sheriff, who said that 6 of the 8 victims who were killed, their bodies are still behind me here being processed by the coroner. We also understand that state and local law enforcement, as well as special agents from the ATF and the FBI, are at the shooter's house right now, processing that scene, trying to glean any evidence they can to try to get to the motive in just the latest mass shooting in the United States. Kate.
Josh, thank you very much. Out front with me now is Raul Perales. He's a council member in San Jose and also a former San Jose police officer. Councilman, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining me. I mean, the last time we heard from you this afternoon during a press conference, you had mentioned that you were still waiting to hear from your childhood friend, someone who works at this very rail yard. The mayor tonight said very sadly that your friend was killed today. Have you heard anything?
Yeah, we don't have final confirmation on that. We are waiting that. I've been in contact with his family, who are at the District Attorney's Victims Assistance Center. What we do know is that it looks like of all the shooting victims, there's only one that is still surviving, that is in critical condition in the hospital. What they're not necessarily telling any of the families of the victims are the identities of those who are deceased. But it does not look good. And I know obviously all the families there are trying to remain hopeful. But it's a very, very challenging time as we're sort of waiting for that unfortunate news.
Everyone's still waiting. What have you heard? I mean, I cannot imagine what waiting like this is like. I truly cannot. This is very personal for you. What does this wait feel like?
It is frustrating. I've been in contact with his family that are there, and I can tell you they're very frustrated as well. They understand the circumstances, but yes, as you can imagine, really, it's right now, it's just wanting to know, right? Wanting to actually have that information. Clearly, everybody wanting to hold on hope, but every minute that goes by, right, it becomes more challenging to do so. For me included, this has been very agonizing all around, being a representative of this area, being a VTA board member, but then personally having a longtime family friend, it has been tough.
I don't know if words could even be put to it. I'm so sorry. I really am. And we're now talking about 8 more families that are shattered. And they don't even know it yet because they haven't even been told. And this is the 16th mass shooting since Friday in America. You just heard what the governor had said earlier today, and he was exasperated and said, what the hell is going on in America? What the hell is wrong with us? Councilman, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, look, I wish I also had an answer. I think we all wish we could stop this from happening. And if it was so simple, right, we would have done so already. Unfortunately, as we know, these debates are hotly contested on what the real issues are when you're talking about gun control or mental health, or are these one-off type of incidents that, could not have been prevented. The reality is here in this case, we're going to dissect that and try to really get down to what happened here. We don't know that just yet, but we do know that for numerous other mass shootings, active shooters that have happened across our country, at schools, movie theaters, malls. This is something that absolutely should not be happening in our country, and that, I think, is what the governor was expressing in his frustration that I share as well.
Yeah, you grew up a lifelong resident of San Jose, and San Jose now joining the long list of cities in America where a mass shooting has just taken place. We continue to hold out hope with you for some good news, but I am very sorry. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.